Welcome back to Alcohol Content.
Woo.
You got Ryan, cool guy Ryan, tilted hat.
Squibbly
hat back
bobbly
there.
doo.
Yeah, watch out. We got Rick,
Cheers.
Purple Rick, and
Barney.
you got me.
Purple Rick. Purple Rain over here.
And you got me, Austin, whatever. It's just the guy who introduces everything. So what are we drinking today? We got a hot take. So
We've got a hot take. I'm excited.
And this is a real hot
oh,
take.
it's spicy.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh,
Weller Antique 107 proof. We gotta
Okay.
crack it.
So we're popping the bottle here. So what's the deal about Weller Antique?
So Weller is a hot commodity. Weller 107. Oh, I like that.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Because it's a Buffalo Trace product.
Of course.
It is. It's not mash bill 1 or 2. It is their wheated mash bill, but it's purported to be the same mash bill as the Pappy Van Winkle line.
Okay.
And so this is sort of a
Poor man's.
or a well, I won't even going to say poor man's
Okay.
because
Yeah, it's-
now I know in Ohio, I believe in Texas, you can find Wellers, fairly frequently or all the time. It's not, but many other parts of the country, extremely hard to find.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's a younger, so it's wheated, okay, corn, and then wheat replaces the rye, and then a barley, and it's purported to be aged 6 to 7 years, but it is 107 proof.
Yeah.
Used to be $30
Oh,
Yes,
on the shelf.
so it used to be poor man.
and wasn't it?
Winkle.
It
It was a screw
cap.
cap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they changed. They upped the bottle, which
Yeah.
I guess justifies them upping the price because the MSRP is now like what, 50, 60?
Yeah, MSRP is about 50, but again, short of a few states, good luck. Good luck finding it. Used to be called Old Weller. I still call it Old Weller. I'm really curious because I haven't had this Weller in a long time. I had the Old Weller in a blind tasting with other stuff, and it did not do well.
See, I had this in the lineup with a cask strength or a barrel strength Larceny and a barrel strength Elijah Craig, which are both right there.
But at a bar, right?
At a
Yeah,
bar,
yeah.
they did or not blind, but they just had a tasting of it, and this was the final in the list, and it did not do very well as the final. So
I didn't even realize that. That's the order
Yeah.
that they should have done, which is Weller, Larceny,
Exactly.
Elijah Craig.
There you
but
go.
they did it.
They did the opposite order, or definitely
Yeah.
this came last.
well, Larceny was first, Elijah Craig,
Okay.
and then Weller, but
That's a mistake.
yeah, it certainly was. So I'm getting kind of a foggy nose. It definitely has some thickness to it. Kind of
I get very caramel, like just super caramely.
I'm getting apple,
What the?
and then
fuck?
a Werther's caramel, but separate.
What is happening?
yeah. What kind of apple?
I want to say Granny Smith,
Yeah, that's kind of more of where I was leading to.
More of a tart.
a little
apple,
tart,
for sure.
acidic.
But I mean, it's that thick caramel.
Not what I was expecting on the nose, truthfully.
Get almost like a. What are those things that like a fair, like what are they called, like an elephant ear or whatever, like a big ass? What are they called? Are those funnel cakes?
I don't
Well,
know.
I know what you're talking about.
I feel like
the
you were
fried goods.
Yeah,
the
like
fried
the
baked,
huge
yeah,
thing
not
that-
baked, fried baked.
I've seen them called like an elephant ear.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a big ass like flat kind of baked fried thing with like cinnamon sugar
Mm-hmm.
So
pastry.
I think what I'm getting on the nose, it's like kind of a buttery with that thickness I was talking about, and it transfers exactly what I'm smelling. It goes right to the taste.
Is it tasting the same as you can recall from following up the other
I
barrel
can't
proofs?
really tell just because the Larceny and the Elijah Craig were so hot compared,
They overshadowed this.
and a lot of wood, and this does not have any of that. So
Now, can you imagine this compared to regular Maker's Mark?
oh my god, is that what people compare it to?
well,
it's
it's weeded.
weeded.
It's
Oh, I
weeded.
got you.
It's-
And they
Okay.
were in like the same price point. Not
Wow.
anymore, but they
Yeah.
were, which is insane.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting like the caramel, but like the butter in the caramel, things like that. It's
caramel being made.
Making.
yeah,
yeah, making
it.
caramel.
Yeah, it's kind of a like it's a bad word. It's just thick to me.
So imagine like a saute pan, and you got the brown sugar and the butter going.
More
you're
molasses-y.
Yeah, now you're adding a little cream. Now for me, I'm going to drop a couple slices of Granny Smith apple into that because there is a little sort of acidic apple to try and balance some of that.
I think this is very balanced. I think the proof, you can tell that the proof is very intentional because it comes up, it swells, and it just hangs on with that sweetness, and it balances. The sweetness doesn't go too far, and the proof doesn't go too far.
That thick heaviness that you're talking about, I think a lot of that is also the yeast.
Yeah.
Like I get that yeast a lot more.
The
in
Buffalo
this.
Trace yeast, yeah.
Yeah, like this is more similar to like the E.H. Taylor and the Blantons. Like it has that sort of thick, heavy quality to it.
I'm getting 3/4 of the way through. I'm getting a little bit of cracked fennel. Black licorice is too strong, but cracked fennel. It's reminding me a lot of the 3-year weeded dry fly, cast strength, 120 proof, in regards to that fennelly. It's just sort of weird with the wheat.
There's definitely some spice right there as it's going down back palate. It's good. And
It's got a weird like medicine note. That was interesting.
I think now that I'm getting used to it, the wood is starting to expand.
There's definitely some wood there.
Sticks around.
Yeah.
Not unpleasant at this moment, but it's starting to stick around.
There's also, the more I sip it, the less caramel, that sort of overall caramely flavor, the less it becomes, the more, I don't want to say medicinal, but the more, again, wrong word to say harsh, but I'm picking up like the flagship Buffalo Trace notes of the wood and maybe their yeast strain.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but there's a little
Yes.
the little something coming there that it's like at the very not nuts about.
I'm also getting at the very end a little bit of an oatmeal cookie.
I could see that.
Hot take.
Uh-oh.
This is not worth what it's priced at now. $50, $60, and that's not even secondary market. There's better bottles. $30, this is amazing.
Definitely.
$60.
The problem is that when you mention $60, what comes to mind?
Oh, there's so many things.
Too many good things.
I mean, for me, it's always one thing, and it's 4 Roses single barrel.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're impossible to get and you're that price, I'm getting the 4 Roses single barrel. This is not bad.
No, not at all. No, but
It's not growing on me. I think I enjoyed it more at the very beginning. It's a little bit too much. It's like too rich. It's just too rich, I think.
Well,
for my palate.
It's imbalanced,
Well, I think it's
in my opinion.
I would agree.
okay. So I agree halfway because I said earlier I'm not gonna disagree with myself. I thought it was really balanced with the proof and everything, but once the proof goes away, and I think that the richness hangs on too much, and you need that proof to balance it out, and that's the problem. It's not balanced through the whole palate and through the whole experience.
Yeah. I think. Guess what? You know what I think? I think this could be lagered away longer. Oh
Yeah.
wait, it is.
Yeah.
And it's called Pappy. But weeded bourbon.
Well, and the Weller 12 year.
Weeded bourbon. Yeah, it'd be fun to do. We still have some of the old Weller, the old bottled Weller, 12 year. Weeded bourbon you can lager away longer than rye based. And it doesn't, and it favors better. This is not bad.
No.
But I'll just tell you right now,
Not worth the hype.
if you're in a state where you can't find this and you're hunting and
okay.
hunting and hunting and hunting, you know what? There's a few other 107s I'd put up against this. Baker's is one.
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
Beam's Baker's is one that you can
Absolutely.
find.
Quit sleeping on Bakers.
Yeah, y'all need to get some bakers.
So
I would take that over this.
I'm
100%.
glad got the bottle. Glad to have it, but it's not. And again, this has been a year or more ago with the older bottle. This did not do well in a 6 or 7 blind taste test. I think it finished last for a lot of people.
So I think front and mid palate, great. Outside of that, I think it suffers a little bit, and I think it needs a little bit more time.
And earlier on, much richer. I mean, the first couple sips, much richer. Well, the notes we were talking about, making the caramel with an apple slice tossed in there.
I think it will benefit from being further down into the bottle.
We just cracked
drink
it. To be fair,
it'll open up a little better. But
neck pour. It'd be fun to try this in a month.
Or it'd be fun to try cast strength.
Well, 107's getting close, but
I mean, you can add 10 more proof onto that, 15 more proof.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, it's. I mean,
disappointment.
So you're saying it's a stinker?
So is it?
Is this our first stinker?
No, is this a? Do you get it? Do you not get it? I'll tell you. I'll start. If I find this on the shelf for a reasonable MSRP, maybe a little retail markup because people got to make their money, I get it. Because it's rare here where we live, so I get it. But am I going to pay? Am I going to lose sleep and stand in line for this? No.
If this doesn't hold the name and the Buffalo Trace backing it, not even worth the price.
Yeah.
You mean $50?
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth $50.
I think I would pass on it.
It's only worth $50 because it's kind of hard to find.
Even if I saw it at some liquor store for the MSRP, I don't think I would get it. There's just so many other things that I was like, oh man,
there are better things.
I want to try this besides against Bakers. You know what? Maybe we just invent something. We're doing a 107 blind, a 107 proof blind.
That'd be fun. Let's do it.
I mean, even the Four Roses small batch select.
Oh, not even close.
Yeah, and that's the same price range too.
Close. That'll kick the shit out of this.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, it looks sleek and old and antique, but I'm gonna say no, thank you.
So you're gonna pass on it?
I'm passing. I'm saying it's a stinker.
And
I'd say don't.
Wow.
Okay, it's not
don't
bad.
Worry about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about this at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's a stinker. I think it's not worth aggravating trying.
We only have a go and a stop, so it's either a stinker or a drinker. So
red light, green light.
It's a drinker if you can get it for $50. It's not. It's
red light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake,
there we
you
go.
guys.
Hot takes.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
Why bother?
Oh, for God's sakes.
It's so bad that we have to end the podcast.
No. Well, yeah.
Weller Antique. If you like old things, maybe you
fight
should
us
pick
about
it. Fight us about it. Let us know in the comments if you think we are full of shit. Well, let us know.
We for sure are.
And we'll let you know that you're full of shit. And we'll go back and forth as many times as you want. So we
fan engagement.
Yeah, that's how we engage with our fans. We love it.
You twinkle toe.
Maybe not pick up the Weller Antique 107. Maybe get something a little bit better like Bakers. Hey, don't be sleeping on that.
Quit sleeping on Bakers.
Quit sleeping on Bakers. Like the video if you like this content. If you want to see more of it, you subscribe to the channel, and also you comment to let us know what you want. Outside of that,
we're out.